Hi guys, it's Melissa with the Learning Academy, and I'm so excited to show you all the work that we've been doing and what we've been up to here these last few weeks as we get ready to open on March 4th. So here's how it goes. When students come in the morning, they're gonna stop first at our high five letter review. The first week of March is C, so we press the button.
C, cat.
And they repeat it, C, cat, high five. Then they'll come on over and put their belongings in one of our cubbies and come around the corner, grab their name from the magnets, names section, and answer the question of the day. Today's question is, do you like frogs? Then they will head on over here to our bin station, which our bins aren't in quite yet. They're coming, but this will be filled, and there'll be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they're filled with puzzles, special books, games, all age appropriate that they can pull from and do table time. During this time, they also can pull from our puzzle center over here and or our library center and have some table time as the rest of the students come in at different times and we get our day started. So let's check out some of our centers. This first one over here is our alphabet center. You can see all of our centers have a label on them. They also tell you how many friends can be at each center, because over here next to our magnet letter list is also a Velcro name list. So you can come on over. What they'll do at center time, they'll grab their name out of the holder there and they'll bring it to the center of their choice and stick it on. And when it's full, that means nobody else can use this center until they go to another center. And if it just happens to be a really popular center, we'll set a timer and get rotated so everyone gets a chance. But let's check out some of our letter centers for the first week of March. This first one is called our trace, erase, and try. And so we are going to trace the letter with our finger. We are going to erase it with our wet sponge, and then we're going to use the chalk to try it ourselves. Let's check out another one. Over here, we are going to use our dry erase marker to circle all the letter C's that we can find in the word search. And let's do one more. Over here we're going to use our race car here to practice what C sounds like, starting at the start part and also practicing how our hand moves to make the letter C. So C says K, C says K. And then over here at our math center, we have a few different stations set up as well. This first one is called Build a City. So we're using these stacking blocks to stack on top of each other based on the number they see below. So this one would be 8. So we're going to use 8 of them to stack high. This is not as easy to do with one hand as you would think, but you get the idea. So it's using fine motor skills along with counting. You could also change this out for patterns. It's a great one. See what else we have in our math center this week. Math center here. Bugs is in our curriculum for the month of March. So we're doing a dot to dot. And let's see one other one here. And here we're working counting 1 through 10. So how many snowmen do we see? And then practice writing them. So that's our math center for the first week of March. Here's our writing center. 2 friends can come to our writing center. The first week of March, they have a couple different options that they can do at the writing center. They can do our poke project sun, where they can color the sun and then use a little poke pin here to poke along the lines all the way through the back piece of paper, and then it's going to make a little sun catcher. And they can also use markers, colored pencils, or crayons to mimic and to trace the other side. Here's our reading center, where they can pick different seating, different book options, and 3 ways to read a book. 1 through words, read through pictures, or retell the story. Up here we'll house our letters that we know as we get moving and learning. And over here's our take a break center, where if we just need some time away, there's some different seating, some books, and some twinkle lights, so we can take a break from all the noise. We come around to our circle center, our calendar center, and then my favorite part, I don't know why, but it's my favorite part. It's our letter of the week, We're using the letters writing without tears, which is these awesome letters where they use the tall straights, little straights, big curves, little curves to make every single letter in the alphabet. So our letter of the week is C. Then we also have our environmental representation of the letter C with our Coca-Cola sign. We have our 4 words that begin with C. We have our animal that represents C, Cooper the cat. And then we have our mixing board down here with a big C, little c. And as we start adding letters and making words, we can kids can come and sit and work on words, and we can see what different word sounds we can come up with and words we can come up with through the different letters that we know. Up here is our birthday board where everyone is a color crayon, and they get a color crayon with their name on it, and then their color goes inside the birthday pouch. Oops. There, so we can see them. There's some over here. And let's check out this side. Over here, this is probably my favorite area too, besides the letter, is our magnet center. So these 2 magnetic boards here for the month of March, our science piece is talking about comparison. And so there's a bin here of multiple different objects that they are going to stick to see if they are magnetic or not. So no, the pig's not magnetic. What about that tile? Ah, the square is magnetic. So there's all kinds of different objects in there that they can work through to see what is magnetic and what is not. We come around the corner to our block center that has mega blocks, waffle blocks, magnetic blocks, wood blocks, all kinds of blocks to build, and even a tool center to work and build. We come over here to our transportation center that has all the trucks and trains and train table that's full of trains and train accessories, our play rug and more pieces of transportation and little people to use our imagination, and our little ride-on animals that get parked here. And then we kind of come around. We have a flannel board center here that students can either use the small flannel boards or the larger hanging flannel boards and the different flannel board sets, and they can sit at a table if they want or on a square rug or carpet to work on flannel boards. You can see my favorite, Mr. Potato Heads. They're actually our Play-Doh center is not up quite yet, but they're going to be in our Play-Doh center for the first couple weeks of March with Floam, and we're going to be using Floam to recreate some different pieces of Mr. and Mrs. and Little Potato Heads there, which is going to be super fun. And our puzzle center here that's got all kinds of puzzles that get changed out, floor puzzles, magnetic puzzles, some lacing puzzles, some dressing puzzles, some that make noise. Our dramatic play, which I think is probably I know I said a couple are my favorite, but this one is so fun. So I can see this front door becoming so many things, and the front door to so much imagination. I can see it being the front door to the post office, the drive-through, the vet, the doctor's office, and all the things that we get to change it out to be. But inside our dramatic play, there's a kitchen and refrigerator, vacuum, and table that they can serve their friends with. We have a dress-up area and lots of babies and all different multicultural babies. So everybody sees a representation of themselves. All kinds of things here. Some small little pets over there. We come around to our sensory table here, which I probably should have taken the lid off before this, so I'm not going to take the lid off. You can see in there's pots of gold and shamrocks, all getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. And we're over here at our science center, which is another area that's growing, but we're talking about bugs in March. So our science table is full of gross but fun bugs, and maybe we'll find some out on the playground and our play area outside that we can bring in and put underneath the magnifying glass or on the mirrors and see what they look like there as well. Hopefully nobody puts them in their pockets, but that is our science center there, so you get an idea. And then at the end of the day, as students are leaving, they're going to come back over to get their belongings out of a cubby, and they're going to end the day with doing a number review. So we're going to do our
10, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
and a high five. So 10, 10, and then counting out 10 and a high five before they head out for the day. So that's it. We've got so much going on, still so much more to do to get ready for our opening on Monday, March 4th. We do have openings if you have a student ages 2.5 to 5, and our summer program for ages 5 to 12. So check out our website at fusionathleticsgb.com. Give us a call here at the gym at 920-323-5505 or stop on in. We're here. We'd love to show you around and give you a tour.